right now it appears that California Highway Patrol has picked it up. They're southbound Lincoln from Albany, and they're in the Linwood area. You can see that the the California Highway Patrol are behind this vehicle. Vehicle moving very slowly. Right now, though, the airship above is going to be the Sheriff's Department working with the California Highway Patrol. They're following this vehicle. They were in surveillance mode, but very, very slow moving in a very residential area.
Hey, Stu, you know something? I'm looking at this, and as you said, it is moving very slowly in a residential area. What else do we know about this? I see it. We're saying this is a stolen vehicle. It looks like they might be going somewhere where they know or could possibly be planning to stop or do a foot bail or something.
Well, you know what? With the stolen vehicle part is, we're just getting that from you right now. We were so busy trying to get down here and trying to find this chase. We were listening to it. California Highway Patrol, though, they were taking it over. So there was a couple of minutes there where there was nobody behind this vehicle, but there was a helicopter overhead. I don't know what kept them, made them get the units back into actual pursuit. It started in the Downey area, was on the freeway for a little bit, got off the freeway, and it's been in this Linwood or Lakewood area ever since. It is a very residential neighborhood, and it does seem like there are other vehicles that are a little unusual being out here right now. Don't know if he's making phone calls, don't know if this is an area that he knows. But right now, you can see very slow moving. We're going to get you this major street here in just a second, and I'll be back with you in just a moment.
Okay, as Stu Mundell mentioned there, this pursuit or following really, or surveillance started in the Downey area. It is now in Linwood, and we have information that this is a stolen vehicle. And when Stu gets back on the air, I think I'd like to ask him, do we know if there's only one person in this car, just a driver? Are there any passengers? Stu, you back up with us?
We're back with you, and we got some of our issues taken care of. Now we're on, this is going to be on MLK right now. We're going to be moving westbound, very slow moving. How many people are in the car? That's always a really good question. And we listen to what they say, and that might be one of the reasons why there are so many vehicles, law enforcement, behind it this evening. Can't tell you exactly yet. We are listening in. We're going to get all that information as soon as we hear it. Right now, though, slow moving. We're going to be in the Lakewood area. These been very close to the 105. That's the one thing they keep talking about. He always seems to be paralleling the 105, so they have this idea that maybe he's going to be working his way back onto the 105, but very slow moving right now. It seems like he's been riding those brakes the entire time we've been behind him. We've been seeing that third light on, so he's got one foot on the brake and then driving. Stolen vehicle, is that what we're hearing? But right now, coming to a stop, obeying the lights. Let's make sure it is a green light. Waited for the green light. Now, they could have had an opportunity to pit him. They might be talking about that right now. MLK, that's a pretty wide street down here, and at this time of night, conveniently, not a lot of other cars. So, California Highway Patrol behind him. They might be doing a pit, but looks like he might be doing one of those fakey things where he kind of pulls over and just waits for a minute and drives away. That happened earlier. Right now, the car is coming to a complete stop. California Highway Patrol behind him. Don't know why he picked this spot.
Well, you know what, you're right about that, Stu, and you were talking about them possibly doing a pit maneuver, and when we see vehicles go this slowly, there is also the possibility that they could have laid down a spike strip maybe. He just threw something out the window, Stu. You think those were car keys?
Those were car keys. We just heard that for sure. Those are the car keys. So this is just coming to an end right now. He picked this one pretty unusual spot. Seems like on the telephone as well. Maybe doing something with the video, because you can kind of see how he's holding the phone.
Doors
making
open.
His way out of the car right now. Doors are open. California Highway Patrol, they are in position to bring this thing to an end. You can see in those stances, the guns are drawn. This guy, though, now seeming to being very compliant after a slow-moving chase through some neighborhoods, and he just pulls over in this one spot here. Very unusual indeed, but when do we have a typical pursuit?
All right, okay, Stu, well, thank you for that. We're going to call this a code 4. He's not in custody yet, but he is complying, backing up, and looks like his pants are falling down. Okay.
goes. I know it's late. Are we up on Facebook? Well, you guys, you just saw the pants go down right there. And it does seem like they were saying stolen vehicle. I never heard that. I always have a little issue when we're live and I don't have those type of facts in my little arsenal. I do know that that car was moving very slow. Maybe impaired driving might have been part of the issue right there. That car moving extremely slow for quite a while, and then just picking this one odd spot just to pull over. Then you saw that, let's call him a gentleman, making his way out of that vehicle. He tossed the phone down, and then pants fell down, and then he fell down himself. Right now, though, California Highway Patrol cuffing him up there. I wonder if they're going to help him with it. There you go. Give that guy some dignity. I like the shorts, though, I got to say. He's cuffed, but it does appear that he's being able to at least hold his pants up. Now, California Highway Patrol, they're going to take this pretty seriously. They're going to go check the car. They're going to make sure the car is clear. But my guess is that the vehicle is clear. It's just that one person inside there. This coming to an end in the Lakewood area. Pursuit started in the Downey area. Clouds, geez, I hate that stuff. And then just these odd angles this evening as we were trying to make our way over here to get to the end of this pursuit. But as always, love to have you guys here. Sorry it wasn't as exciting as some, but you get what you get. Code 4, the guys in custody. I know we're on MLK. I know we're in the Lakewood area. Might be able to get across. I know there's a hospital. Isn't there a hospital down there? Oh, it's right there. That's the hospital right there. So let's see. Where are we? You're going to turn on the sky map. We're on Bullis. We're on Bullis and Martin Luther King, MLK. So we're at Bullis and Martin Luther King. Bullis was one of the streets he was taking a lot earlier on, too. So he might know this area. He might not know this area. But it came to an end out here in the Lakewood area. That's St. Francis, by the way, St. Francis Medical. That was rough. That was like nails in a can falling down a fire escape. Yeah, my phone is still showing stuff from when we were doing Star Wars. I believe we're on the internet. So if you guys are still with us, I'm gonna pimp my podcast. We had Jason Kramer on our podcast just the other day. Actually, it was about 2 weeks ago, but we're posting it right now. Jason Kramer, huge music name. If you know him, awesome. If you don't know him, you should listen and get hip, for gosh sakes. That's going to be on the podcast Up in the Air with Stu Mendel. You can get that on Google Play and anywhere you get a podcast from, you can pick that up. Linwood, not Lakewood. Thank you, Rita. I do appreciate that. And that would be why St. Francis is there, and St. Francis is in the Linwood area. So you are correct. Zoom in. This is all we got. We are super high up because of the weather. And the other, why are we so high up? Didn't the other helicopter split? Oh, okay. So yeah, there's a police helicopter underneath us still. So that's the reason why we are this high. And then also we got weather. But his pants are back on, so I don't know what you guys are missing. Yeah, it's been an odd day. I do appreciate that. Still 6 minutes to another chase. Edison, I love your optimism. There is no doubt about that. Thank you, Belinda. I appreciate that as well. I don't know what the YouTube link is. Somebody said something that we're on YouTube now as well. You'd think that I know this stuff, but I'm usually the last person in line to get that kind of information. Yeah, I had to pimp the podcast. I have to. Giving a shout out to all my friends. LA County Scanner. If you guys are into the Twitter, find LA County Scanner, follow him. He's competing with numbers with me, and I want him to win. So go find him and follow him, especially if you enjoy breaking news. I don't think he's that funny, though. He's not a funny guy. He's very serious, dry humor indeed. Also, if you guys are into pursuits and you're on Facebook, you look up LA Police Chase Group, the LA Police Chase Group. Tell Shelly that I sent you, and you'll get no preferential treatment. But that's also something if you guys, Thank you, Jen. I appreciate that. I'm told that listening to the podcast is good, but subscribing is better. Again, these are things that I know about or are being told about that I can't really say 100% that I understand, but that's what I've been told many times, is to tell you guys to subscribe. Hashtag CBSLA for all your news needs. What's up? Thanks, guys. You know what? It has been a very long week. I'm not giving you guys excuses. I'm just telling you how it is. It has been a very long week. We're in sweeps, and that means we fly our butts off. And some people are saying, Stu, you sit in the back of a freaking helicopter and you run a camera and you listen to scanners. I would pay money to do that. Well, the reality is, yeah, but if you do it for 8 hours a day for 20 days, it starts to wear on you. So, and it's been a long day. My kids go to Highland High School, so there's that going on as well. The guy's in custody. This thing's coming to an end out here. I see the numbers are dropping. We love the love, and there isn't much going on right now for here and right now. But Patty's putting up the info for the LA Police Chase Group. Thank you, guys. Thank you. This has all come to an end. The guy's in custody. And I love that you guys are here and watching. And don't get me wrong, it's always fun, but it's a little frustrating. Now my boss is yelling at me. Give me a second. Go ahead. I love that idea. So we are headed home. I know you guys like the aerial tours. We're going to keep the camera up as long as there's somebody that's taking in the signal, and then when they leave, we're going to knock it down. It is hazy and low clouds out here in the Los Angeles area. If you guys aren't from LA, you're going to say, oh, it's smog. No, it's not smog, guys. This is weather. These are low clouds. So basically, just kind of rolling on home. We're going to keep the shot up. If there's something cool to see, I'll let you guys know. Dodgers are playing, so there's that TFR. What is a TFR? That's a temporary flight restriction. And that means that we can't fly within a 3-mile ring around Dodger Stadium. Dodger Stadium is right there. That makes things even more difficult. Like, we could have gotten here a little quicker if it wasn't for the TFR. But you know what? The patrons of the baseball game. You want to knock it down, or you want to keep it up till we land? Well, I'm serious, Jose. I didn't hear you. What? All right. We're gonna knock it down. So you guys on Facebook, we love the love. Come check us out again. CBS LA for all your news needs. It's not going to be that thrilling of a ride anyway. It's just all kind of hazy out here. Low clouds, exactly. So we're going to knock it down. We're going to say goodnight. It is the weekend.